If you can't dream about something, you can't get it. If somebody innovates, it's something to learn from. Failure is awesome.
Entrepreneur India is with Deepinder Goyal. He doesn't need to be introduced. He has led the biggest food tech startup in India. Zomato is I don't need to say it. It's a startup that is unmatched, unbeatable. It's in 20 countries already. Deepinder says they're now going to be launching Zomato Arabia. There is absolutely no cap to what he wants to do. He's out there to capture the world. I'm going to get from Deepinder what is the power of dreams really for you?
For me, it's more about if you can't dream about something, you can't get it. Right? So you have to be able to visualize it in some form or fashion to be able to make that happen.
I see. Did you ever think Zomato will become this big? Did you, when you were starting your inception idea, did you think you wanted to make a conglomerate, or you just started with an idea?
I think we only think like 3 to 6 months out. Like we have a long-term vision, but our expectations of what reality needs to become is only like 3 to 6 months out, right? So maybe in December, I would have said to myself, I would be super happy if Zomato was here in April or May.
I see, fantastic. Tell me, there are many other food tech startups in India now. Is there any food tech idea that gives you the jitters?
Not really, and I don't think we are those kind of people. A problem is a problem and it needs to be solved, right? So if somebody innovates, it's something to learn from.
Fantastic. That's a great idea. You've maintained the culture of the unique culture that startups have of letting employees become owners themselves. The ownership mentality is something that startups boast of, and Zomato is a fantastic example of that. With that perspective, do you feel that the ownership mindset that you have granted to your managers, to your employees, to your stakeholders, it is a boon for your business? And how do you do goal setting in that ecosystem?
So, founders generally operate at a level where they don't set goals for themselves and they do the best that they can, like 5x, 10x, whatever growth. And I've always tried to create a team where everybody works with a founder's mindset. So where they don't need goals, they will anyway do their best.
I see.
And putting pressure on people to do work beyond what they can anyway do doesn't work. Giving people goals which are less than what they can do doesn't work. So
Sure. Okay. What do you expect the Indian youth to do? Do you think that we are born leaders and we deserve to try entrepreneurship and become better than the best?
I think people have to look at their risk profiles and what their life lets them be. And I think people overestimate the amount of risk or damage that doing a startup can do to their lives. Like a couple of years here or there, or even more, doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
So if you leave your job, go do a startup, the worst case scenario is you land in the same place you were at 2 years ago. How does that matter, right? So
Sure. So you're all in for taking the risk in following your dream and do your passion, yeah? Okay. Deepinder, the one thing that you want to tell everybody who fears failure.
Failure is awesome.
Says a startup founder.
I think failure is I think if you're within Zomato, you would see that we fail like maybe 100 times a day on various things.
Sure.
Right? So the net sum of everything still we are able to manage to make it positive, but we fail so many times, and I think failure is great. That's where you learn from and actually innovate the future.
I see. Okay. Do you want Zomato to become number one? Do you think you're number one? Does it matter to be number one?
No, I don't think. I think number one or number two is a state of mind. So it's an infinite game, right? So somebody can be number one right now, somebody can be number one later. I don't think there's any such thing as winning. There is this, you just have to be able to continue to play for it as long as possible.
So glad to hear, Deepinder. Here's to many, many winning years ahead. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you.